I remember year 3 in Chicago, YouTube was obviously a thing.
Right.
And I remember thinking, I better not upload any of this because it'll get stolen.
Yeah. Oh, can I tell you
and it's like, nobody's going to steal your stuff. It's terrible.
The funniest steal your joke thing from the Lion's Den in Chicago. And there was this guy who was pretty faulty, and he was at the show, and there was just a young black gentleman that had a camera, was filming, and like he's like, oh, they're stealing our jokes. And I'm like, who's they? And he's like, they do that, right? And I'm like, you got to tell me who's they, man. And he's like, just saying, Southsiders, they film our shit and they take them back. And I'm like, and they do our jokes in black rooms? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, oh, it's like Bring It On in reverse. And he's like, this isn't funny. And I'm like, you're out of your mind. You think they're going to steal my joke about getting dumped in a fucking wine bar and how unmanly that was? Why can't you take me to a real bar? They're not going to steal that joke. And just, of course, he was just a friend of one of the comics who was filming his set for him. Welcome to Tank Top Talks with Matt Braunger. I'm your host, Matt Braunger. Tank tops are ridiculous, but they feel good. And the reason why they feel good is because they're ridiculous. Beth Stelling.
Hello.
Let's talk about your tank.
Yes, this is made by Nestor. I don't know if you ever passed with Nestor in Chicago days.
No.
But you've done Entertaining Julia.
Yeah. Oh,
sure. The bar show that the Putterboss sisters and I ran in the Chicago days. Mm-hmm. I started stand up in Chicago.
So did I.
Yeah. And anyway, on that, we had this fun variety show called Entertaining Julia. Julia was the bartender.
Yes.
Lots of regulars came around. One of them was Nestor, who did photography.
Okay.
He shot my first album.
Oh, cool.
And he, wait a minute. Maybe it was Randall who made this, his boyfriend at the time.
Okay.
And yes, Randall was, I don't want to get this wrong. Crap.
It's okay.
Either way, they were a power couple.
Yeah, okay.
Photos, tank tops, fashion design. And this was made for me.
That is outstanding.
For the people just listening, there's a Chicago gay man holding a hot dog in front of his wiener.
Yeah.
And it's been sort of, what's this called? Fringed?
I think it's fringe.
Fringed by hand.
That's been fringed by hand. And he has
I'm wearing a black long sleeve.
Well, you came in to the studios and I was like, are you gonna wear this underneath? And you're like, yeah, if I didn't, it'd be all boobs on the side.
Yeah, my tit,
and
it's a lot of side boobs.
Yeah, well, and as I said, I was only asking just out of curiosity. I'm cool either way.
Yeah, Matt said, actually, if you don't take off the black top, the pod can't go on.
Yeah, right.
He did say that.
I've thought about that, like, because you want to think big and go, what if you had so-and-so on or so-and-so on, and someone that like is only going to wear like something fashionable. It's like, yeah, they have to throw on a tank top over it.
Yes,
whatever.
Exactly. Even
I don't care. They don't have to have just tank top on flesh.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a penny, you know, you just wear it over. Team tank top.
Exactly.
But yeah, there was a time where I for sure wore this like on stage at a show in Chicago. There's a photo of me and Joe Kilgallen. I'm wearing this outside of Beat Kitchen.
Oh, nice.
So I know I wore this with no black shirt underneath it, but it was probably 18 years ago.
Yeah, but you probably had like a brassiere under. Right?
Yeah, I did have a bra on.
Yeah.
And I think I might have, maybe it's a goal. I come back on no shirt underneath this.
Sure.
But right now, I don't know. I don't have time. I don't have a couple years to work out.
It's fine. Well, my therapist says, like to say, like, when you don't look back and, think about it, it's like everything that has happened was supposed to happen.
Yeah.
It couldn't have been different.
I was supposed to wear this.
So you were supposed to wear it with a black shirt.
And with a no shirt.
You were supposed to not be working out to the point where you'd be satisfied with your body wearing that and of like, fuck that. No.
People need to see this.
Yeah. That's a good one.
People need to know that you can wear a black long sleeve underneath a tank if you have to.
Absolutely. Why not? Yeah.
I think they gotta know that.
Yeah.
Anyway, are you hungry or?
No, I'm good. But I do like a nice Chicago dog. Yeah, it's funny. I couldn't tell if he has nothing. It's just the dog in front of his dog. That's it. Good for him.
He has what a lot of people affectionately refer to as cum gutters.
Oh yeah, he's got the little.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I think.
And he's got a barbed wire tattoo. Real or fake? I wonder.
That's got to be real. They're so embarrassing. Mm-hmm. Though if that was taken in the 90s, he's definitely a king. That was when they were quite choice.
I pretty much look like an art teacher all the time.
Did you know there was a comic named Baxter
Oh.
And he looked like a young Rodney Dangerfield. And he had a barbed wire tattoo, but it spelled out the words, "I'm cool." And I was like, that's the best barbed wire tattoo I've ever seen in my life.
That is a good one.
Yes.
Okay, your tank top is sponsored.
Yep, this is just the show tank top. These are available.
You got to get it
in my store. Top. Yeah, these are the ones. I brought
you some merch.
You did?
This is my merch. Ooh, it's actually cold.
Oh my God, these are yours?
Yeah, that's my merch.
Holy shit.
The joke
awesome.
I owe to my mother.
Women's stand-up comedy.
Yeah, that is a joke that my mom wrote unintentionally.
This is awesome.
My mom loves the Olympics, huge O-head, her words. And one time before a show, she called, I think I was in doing some bar show in Cleveland, and she was like, "Bethy, you are so good at stand-up comedy. If it were an Olympic event, you would win gold in women's stand-up comedy." So that's what the joke is on those. So and then my name's on the bottom.
It's so good. You know, I told you, I was like, do you remember this? Mm-mm. I was like, you should make a line of men's jeans called Sweet Beth.
I don't remember that.
I was just, it'd be like just a really cool men's jeans, but they're just called Sweet Beth. And you're the designer. I think guys would really dig jeans. That. You know?
Are those Sweet Beths?
Yeah, and they're 500 a pair or something crazy. Yeah.
Speaking of, do you remember? Did you ever cross paths with Brian Babylon?
Of course.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, he was always in the back of Entertaining Julia with a meatloaf from Nookies, and
Nookies.
Being like, "Can I get up?" And usually we did put him up there, but he was a regular, and he started to do fashion. The reason I thought of it is because you're $500 jeans. He keeps texting me "I got this new thing coming out," and then you go to the website and everything's $300 or $500. I'm like, who do you think I am?
Yeah,
I'm your friend, but that doesn't mean I can afford your clothes. Should we clip this out? Use it for promo for him?
Yeah, sure. He'd love it. What's up, Brian? Good for you. Good for you. Nice work on the upsell.
I guess he has a new line coming out with Michelle Wolf, he said.
Really?
He texted me about it.
Okay.
He's looking for all hands on deck to promote this.
Okay.
So, hey, keep an eye out for
Michelle
Babylon.
Wolf's like
Babylon.
Runners in pregnancy gear
I guess.
For her or something. Yeah. She's cool. She does wear cool stuff in her specials. I remember my wife was like, she's got my sneakers. She had these pair back when the high heel sneakers first came out.
Cool.
My wife had a real cool pair, and she wore those.
The high heel sneakers were totally in. Mm-hmm. I definitely had some Nike ones.
Okay, yeah.
Because it's you want to be casual, but once your legs look nice, it's a heel. It's a mix. It's comfortable. Mm-hmm. But I do remember because comics always get a hard time about what they wear in a special.
It's always the most overthought. Underthought thing for me. I don't know. I'm doing one in May. I don't know what I'm gonna.
I know.
I'm this close to naming it, but I'm no clue. Yeah, got to be comfortable.
I packed so many things. For my last real official one that may ever happen.
Shut up.
That was shot in 2023.
I think that's when I shot mine too. Yeah, and my last one.
I had Tan France style me.
Yes. Oh my God.
I know.
That's cool.
Tan sent me so many great ideas and options. And then last minute, I freaked out and was like, I got to wear jeans and a t-shirt.
Really?
Well, it was black jeans that my best friend Monica Martin got me. And then a black, you know what never pays off is usually when a comedy festival gives you swag or free things. Of course. It's so rare that you would wear it. Well, I think it was just for last Vancouver.
Because it says comedy on it. You don't wear that. Oh, this is the first thing I'll wear that has comedy on it in forever. Women's stand-up comedy.
Well, but sometimes they give you swag. Yeah. Anyway, JFL Vancouver gave swag from I think it was YVR. It stands for something. And it was they gave you actually a freaking gift card and you could go shop at the store. So I did. And I wore that black crop top. It was just all black. But I did take the black Prada boots.
Oh, nice.
Okay. So it's all black. I like it. There's some boys in the comments calling them I don't know, some wrestlers' boots.
Whatever that is, it's cool.
Yeah, I said take it up with Prada.
Yeah. There you go.
But to your point, I brought so many outfits. I'm trying on so many things.
Yeah.
And then this last minute, I'm just I'm freaking out. I have nothing to wear.
Yeah.
And it's so uncomfortable. And I just want to be comfortable.
And I feel with respect to Tan, I'm a massive fan.
Yeah.
I don't know if he knows how to dress someone who's going to be talking, about their genitals on stage for an hour, if I may. You know what I mean? Like any of us, to quote unquote dick jokes for an hour. Because it's a different thing. Like when I look at Mulaney or Aziz or any of those guys that wear suit, the cinched on suit, which was the style, where I'm like, I would lose my mind.
I know. Just want to itch it off.
I'm so uncomfortable. I mean, Chris Fleming is one of the first to just wear like, it's not just that it's like he's wearing the crazy, not even crazy, but stuff that people don't generally wear.
Yeah.
But it does look so comfortable. Like he wears a dance belt to keep his junk in there, because he'll wear like the super tight things like that. But it's like,
I remember the first time I learned about a dance belt. It's a full-on thong.
It's a full-on thong. And I remember wearing one in a show and being like, this is actually kind of freeing, because I feel like I'm strapped for action.
Nice.
You know what I mean? It's not like I don't wear one on my shoulders.
Yeah.
With a suit and a button-up thing, I feel my shoulders hunching. I feel like I'm just going to be kind of being held down. It's not a very expression-based outfit, a suit.
Chris is ready for an audition that requires comfortable clothes you can move in at any time.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think Tan is one of those guys who doesn't wear maybe a lot of soft clothes. I don't know.
Yeah.
He'll wear like a nice soft shirt, but he'll wear some starchy pants, I think. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And the things, it was so cute, the suggestions, but I'm just like, oh, I freaked out. Yeah. I just need to be like because you have to be yourself. And then if you look like, sometimes I just feel like if I wear heels, I'll just feel like a corn dog.
Yeah.
Or like a pig with lipstick on if I look too dressed up. You know what I mean? Like I just need to look a little messy or something.
Yeah, well,
but it's different for you. You don't have to wear makeup, which I'm envious of.
No, I don't.
But like what if you had to like, I guess the equivalent is like they gel your hair into a swoop and like clean shave you.
Right.
And then you're like so bare out there.
Or if almost any time, I've got a little recurring role on a TV show right now, and they do the filler in like my thinning parts on my head. You know?
What's that?
It's a spray.
Powder? Okay.
It's a spray to make it look like you're not as balding as you are, kind of thing. And I'm like, I would never do that in a special. I'll look at clips of me and I'll like bend my head over and you'll see you'll see the pattern. Yeah. And I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Where I'm at as well. Like, I think that last special, there were times where I'm like, oh, I hate this angle. And now I'm just over it. I guess it is exposure therapy of like so many photographers at stand-up shows just posting and tagging you like, yeah, and those photos. And then you're like, yeah, I guess I'm over it. Thank you for making me look like crap so many times.
Yeah. Like people will pick ones. You're like,
it is what
that
it is.
One?
Yeah. I'm just at this point, like it is what it is. Obviously, you could change yourself at any time if you really wanted to, but I don't want to. No,
and I feel like I can go back and find the times I can find all the times in my head was like, wow, I'm going to look or sound really cool here.
Yeah.
And it's a failure anytime I try to do that. I feel like it's not even the comedian thing, it's just a performer thing. It's like that. Don't try to be cool. Please don't. Just try to be funny.
I'm going to do my best when I've forgotten that there's cameras there, which is nearly impossible if you're shooting a special, but it's either like you have run it so many times that it's just second nature and even still nerves will creep up, or you forget the cameras are there and you just have fun.
Yeah.
I don't know. But sometimes like a healthy amount of nerves actually tamps you to the point where it's like better to perceive on camera.
Yeah. I just did the Geniuses of Comedy show in Portland. It's like they have like this potluck of all these incredible locals, and then they'll have like a headliner, and I did like 15 minutes and they all do 7. And by the time I got up there, it was like, I better do great.
Yeah.
Because everybody's so good. Everybody did these amazing 7 minutes, and the crowd is hot. It's at Revolution Hall in Portland, It's such a great room. But it was like that thing where it was like, if it would have just been like any old show, you always have that thing where like, I always want to do good, but I'm just like,
I know.
This is, I really want to give them something. Where it's not.
Sometimes I'm wrong though. Like I definitely didn't want to release that last one.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I was like, I hated it. And then came out and people were like, it's so great. I was like, all right, I guess I was wrong.
Okay.
But that's your own perception of like what you wanted it to be.
For sure.
And I think like I can look back and there's probably like one special I've done where I was like, yeah, I knocked it out of the park and I felt good and had fun.
Yeah.
The rest I was like, okay, I got through it. It was like, bite,
Yeah.
Right at the finish line, I guess I got it. You know?
And it's funny. I've always been told by like my wife and like people's opinions I trust, they're just like, oh, you're funnier than you were then. And I'm like, am I? I don't know.
Like, wait, but what do you mean? You're funnier? Say it again.
Like this hour is better than that one, or
than the last one.
Yeah, or like
so you just keep getting better.
That's the
okay.
thing.
That's good.
Yeah, hopefully, you know. Yeah. But I know like when I first started and started getting some attention, I was shouting almost constantly, which is like I don't want to do that anymore. I don't feel like I have to get out and wake people like, up anymore.
Goodness,
and it's like that was my kind of my thing then as part of the delivery and things like that. And it wasn't but it was a lot where I'm just like, I'll pick my yells now.
Yes.
You have to. It's almost like when you're young and nervous and cursing. You see someone young and they're cursing all the time. You don't have to do that. What are you doing?
But also like you can't, like in some ways I think, well, if you're maybe watching a ton of stand up and you might be doing mimicry, but other than that, which I didn't watch a ton of stand up. So whatever came out of me, I felt like wasn't really in my control. And in early days, it was very subtle, deadpan, quiet. Like I remember some couple buttheads in the Chicago scene would give me a hard time about like you whisper your punchlines or something like that. Oh, so I've obviously changed over time as a human. I feel like I've gotten more
Butthead Criticism.
Yeah,
I was going to talk about like get into some of the wildness of the Chicago days.
Yeah,
but I feel like that's one of those things that every female comic I've ever known and every comic of color I've ever known has had butthead criticism, and buttheads they're white dudes, let's be honest. and it's I remember Chris Garcia got it from guys being like, I mean, you're kind of cheating doing that accent. He's like, when I'm imitating my father from Cuba, like, what are you talking? Like,
they're like, let me
it's
imitate
like an easy
your father
thing
from Cuba.
It's an easy thing, you know. Just
why can't
it's not really
I imitate
a joke.
your
it's
father
just
from
these
Cuba?
Fucking pure purists that really aren't writing good jokes. And
no, there is a joy of knowing they're exactly where I left them.
You had your
Those
whisper. We had that whisper just like. Gaffigan had his aside, but I felt like it was a different thing because he was doing what people are thinking in the audience.
So creative.
You were doing your own thoughts.
Yeah.
It's a difference.
Yeah. And I also just was scared to watch. I was terrified of stealing. So I was never a student of stand-up. I wanted to, like I idolized growing up. It was just movies, Jim Carrey, Robin Williams, Chris Rock.
Sure.
Whoopi Goldberg, Wanda Sykes. So I'm like, those were the movies I feel like in the, what would it be, late 90s, early 2000s, that grouping where I was just imitating those and getting laughs.
Okay.
And so when I started stand up, it's funny it came out of me that way. It was just came so sort of shy and whatever.
Yeah.
And then I think it wasn't until I moved out here that I felt like really closer to my personality. I was starting to get there and be more comfortable on stage.
Yeah, I felt like I had it in Chicago, and then I got to LA and was like, he got some real good things and then kind of hit a real wall of self-doubt for about a year or two where I was doing fine.
Yeah.
And then kind of got back on the horse again and kind of was like, I gotta stop.
Absolutely pulled away.
I just fell. I remember because it was this weird 1-2 punch of getting a little bit of attention and then doing the alt rooms. And the alt rooms, if you didn't have an open notepad in front of you, what the fuck? You try?
I know.
It was this weird anti-sincerity thing where I was just like, oh, I guess we're not doing, not that I was like a comedy purist.
That did bother me a little bit about my move to LA, that it was like, it was so like the coming off sort of unprepared or lackadaisical it was like, to me, endemic. I was like, you guys have to stop this. Like, you have to try. Like, people want this stage time, and you're up here going, what else?
What am I doing? What is this?
Or they were like, what do you guys want to talk about?
I don't know.
I'm over here like, I got a lot of stuff prepared if you want me to go up and take it.
I don't know. I don't know what this says. I don't know. What is this?
Yeah, it was just sort of the club scene versus like an alt room. Yeah. Yeah. Basically club.
And there were people that were doing incredible shit at alt rooms.
Yeah.
But there was on another night, that same person would just be like, fuck everything, I don't care kind of thing. And it was this, hey, sometimes it'd be in the audience for those and you're just like, okay,
But to be able to do them both obviously is the key. And I think like, I did, kind of find my way, I guess. I feel lucky that I got to do clubs and kind of be myself and become a headliner. Like it's never felt like there are a ton of women, because it's just like headlining out on the road, because they're not given as many chances. So I do feel grateful that I got the chances to sort of figure out how to headline. It's really hard.
Yeah. And I love, as much as it's a struggle in a lot of ways to sell tickets because there's a billion comedians.
I know that part.
I do love this time right now, because I remember where it was just a bunch of the same types. There were only certain avenues, and now people are just finding their fans.
Yeah.
And it was like, I
think that's probably the beauty and the mess of it, where it's like, okay, I don't know. It's mixed for me, because in some ways I miss gatekeepers, but of course also I don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, because we were all waiting to get past two women, you know, and it was like one woman at a time at that point. So you were just sort of like waiting your turn. It's like, do you get it this year? Yeah. And so that doesn't make sense, except probably to you and me. But
I know we might have done the last 10 minutes fully inside baseball. Yeah. Hopefully not too bad. Not too bad. But like, you write for a bunch
of course,
you've gotten parlayed that into acting, writing for a ton of fucking shows. And you know,
and even that's changed. So I feel like it's one of those things where I'm like, because of the internet, you could buy tickets to go see someone who was a nurse in Wisconsin. Yeah. And that's cool.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And or a teacher in Minneapolis, you know, like, and you get to meet these people. And I think that's always been important to me, to have friends outside of comedy. So it's not bizarre to me. No. Like it's great. Yeah. But also there is something to be said about, you know, I say this tongue in cheek, but like, I'm a classically trained stand-up comedian.
Same, yeah.
So it's like, there is something to be said about what that is. Yeah. And I don't want to be a stick in the mud. I don't want to what am I trying to say? Change with the times. But we are losing what it was. And in some ways, that's okay. Yeah. And in other ways, it's sad. Because what it's become is to camera, conversational, which I love. I mean, I am conversational.
Sure, yeah, I'm into this.
But yeah, I guess it's like the overtaking of to camera talking and crowd work clips that have morphed what a lot of new fans think stand-up is, I guess. Yeah, so I feel like I'm holding on to my old fans that kind of just know my style and what stand-up is, and that I've prepared something for them, so I don't really need to know what they do or bother them about their personal life.
Yeah, we've never had that involvement. It was kind of like luck of the draw, whether you kind of got here or here or here. And now it's kind of, you can put the time in, it might work, it might not, but there are people that have definitely, I had Alex Flynn on the show, and he was like, I literally grew up with the internet in my life the entire time. And I was like, wow, I did not. Yeah. That did not come on the scene until I was just about out of college. Like, I'm that old. And so it was that thing where it even occur to me to use it in that regard.
Well, also there was a fear to it, because that will be there. That even back then, it was like, that'll be there forever. So be careful. Yeah. And you know, I remember year 3 in Chicago, YouTube was obviously a thing, and I remember thinking, I better not upload any of this because it'll get stolen. Yeah. Oh, can I tell you? And it's like, nobody's gonna steal your stuff. It's terrible.
The funniest steal your joke thing from the Lion's Den in Chicago. And there was this guy who was pretty faulty, and he was at the show, and there was just a young black gentleman that had a camera, was filming, and like he's like, oh, they're stealing our jokes. And I'm like, who's they? And he's like, you know, they do that, right? And I'm like, you got to tell me who's they, man. And he's like, just saying, Southsiders, you know, they film our shit and they take them back. And I'm like, and they do our jokes in black rooms? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, oh, it's like Bring It On in reverse. And he's like, this isn't funny. And I'm like, you're out of your mind. You think they're going to steal my joke about getting dumped in a fucking wine bar and how unmanly that was? Why can't you take me to a real bar? They're not going to steal that joke. And just, of course, he was just a friend of one of the comics who was filming his set for him. This is just this thing in his head that they're going to steal his fucking Bill Hicks ripoff shit.
I was like,
and some guy.
This is the moment we realized that you're racist.
You're racist. And also the idea, it's as dumb as it's like the race. Not to be stereotypical, but black people are so fucking funny. Like, they're going to steal white people's jokes. The fuck are you talking about?
South side?
Go eat shit.
Yeah, unless they're doing they trick or treat where they pretend to be you and make fun of you. What is it? Oh,
they're trying to really get into the white character.
Yeah. It's like the racist
the guy they imitate
who drives by the street and is like, oh my God, wow, there's like people hanging around. It's like, it's a bus stop. I mean, use your brain. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's clearly, I don't know. That was also a challenge though, because the north side and the south side were so segregated.
It is the most segregated city north of Mason. Dixon. No, never.
Brian Babylon's the one who I credit to bringing me down to Bronzeville Coffee House, because that was his show he ran. Cool.
Nice.
And he got me into Jokes and Notes, which I'm grateful I got to do before it closed.
Cool. Yeah, I only just heard of it. I never went.
Yeah, but it's also, cool. But, it's a very valid thing. Like, black rooms are different, and it's
for sure.
a totally different experience.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things where I remember being like, fuck, I'm gonna bomb, and I kind of like, Brian always used to call me the white Gina, like white Tisha Campbell.
Yeah, well, you kind of look like Tisha Campbell.
And so I think he may have been hosting, kind of brought me up that way, which got me a laugh.
That's funny.
So it was just like, my first year out here, like, true story, I was walking down Hollywood Boulevard. I feel like I was working for some co-working place, and somebody on the street almost was like, hey, can I get some change? And I was like, I got nothing. And he's like, hey, but wait, who you remind me of? And I said, Gina from Martin. And he goes, damn. It's like my favorite. It's like, that's pretty great. There is amazing stuff that does happen here when you move here. You're like, you're walking down Hillhurst and there's like Kevin Bacon. And you're like, oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
So when you first move here, it's like all those things are so, I remember seeing Jillian, the mean workout lady from Biggest Loser.
Oh, yeah.
I saw her.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I went into we've all at this point met a million famous people, but I remember being in an audition with this woman who played a DA on at one point on Special Victims Unit, and we just struck up a conversation and stuff. And she's like, I'm really gunning for this thing. You're going to get this, whatever project we're going in for. She just went like, oh God, 7 years of kid rape. I was like, what the
what?
What a crazy thing to say.
Yeah.
But it was like, you're allowed.
Yeah.
You had episode after episode of bummer.
Yeah.
If she was with me, we were going in for some wackadoo shit, something funny.
Yeah.
So she probably just like, please.
Yeah, please get me out of here.
Let me do something fun.
It's interesting.
I cry every time I work on my character.
I know. I was going to say they do. I remember one of my roommates was going out for an SVU thing, and the contracts are crazy. And now it's sort of making sense. I remember they were going to have her exclusively sign on for, I'm not kidding, it was something like 10 seasons. It was crazy.
Jesus.
But think about it.
Dick Wolf.
Otherwise, everybody would leave because it's such a bummer.
Yeah, you're right.
Like, what's another?
But it's like, hey, Dick, you love, Dick, you love law enforcement. That's great, right? They rotate homicide detectives out every couple of years. No one stays on that desk for like longer.
They can't handle this.
No, your brain couldn't handle it. It's too much. It's too fucking heavy. How was your day today? Murder. Just more murder. Was it a messy one? Like, you just hope that's the best you can hope for.
It was a cute murder.
Someone was poisoned.
Cute murder.
Oh, that's cool. Let's go see a movie. I'm in a great mood.
No.
Look like they died in their sleep.
I'm like the other, like, what are the other jobs they say people can't? Oh, veterinarian always has that rap.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I guess they're always just like doing sad things and animals dying.
Yeah.
Oh. I know. I'm trying to think about other side jobs besides ours, where you do the same thing to different results. And then don't you kind of wish? Be alone with
don't you kind of wish they'd rotate us out? Like, if there's some provision, we could do something else artistic. It's like, you've been on the road too long.
Oh yeah, please.
Because we all hit that. We've all hit that wall.
Yeah.
When you kind of like, you've just been out for too many weekends, and you're like, I hate every joke I've ever told.
Yeah.
I'm sick of the second show on Friday.
I know.
And
that one was a rough one this last weekend.
Was it?
My Friday late.
Where were you?
Stamford, Connecticut.
Okay.
It was New York Comedy Club. They opened another one in.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like because you can get to New York City from there, but in like an hour.
Sure.
So this is just like in Connecticut.
Uh-huh. Yeah. My college girlfriend was from Norwalk.
Okay. Which is close.
It's in Connecticut. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
I mean, I never know where I am.
Yeah.
I land. I go to the airport. I go to the club. I wish I were more adventurous. What am I doing? Well, I'm going to pay a $40 Uber to get some museum or something?
When I played that Commonwealth Comedy in
Kentucky,
in Dayton, Kentucky, I'm just like, which is technically like the Cincinnati zone. Mm-hmm. Cincinnati's right there.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, Kentucky and Ohio touch?
Yeah.
Like I just like the first time I played there, just geography, not exactly my thing.
I know.
You know?
It's so weird. That is probably the weirdest part of the road.
Yeah.
Is really not getting to see the city. And then it becomes so clear when you do like a festival versus a club. It's just a different, like, or just a different venue in the same city. And you're like, oh, interesting.
Mm-hmm. You have a little more time.
I'm just having like a different experience here because the hotel's different and the venue's different. It's just like, that's my perception
and we're
of the
working
city.
when everyone else is playing.
Yes.
And
you like go to a nice dinner because you have to be at the show.
Yeah. We'll see. No. We see people at their happiest and at their worst.
That's true.
You know, when that second show lets out and you go, you're walking back to the hotel or something, and you're just like, oh, you guys really turn it on, don't you? Yeah.
I had a guy in I'm trying to remember. I guess it was, maybe it was Saturday early, actually. Older guy, front row, pad and pencil. It was, like, my opener was like saying how she thought it was like a press, and so she didn't say anything. I'm like, we're not in 1980. I mean, what do you mean press?
He's writing stuff down?
Old guy, writing a lot. And nobody said anything to him yet.
Okay.
And then I go out and he's like really like just stone face.
Okay.
And so eventually, of course, I start talking to him and get him to smile, and he's getting to laugh, and the crowd is also laughing because I'm expressing how when I can't get him to smile, it's very fulfilling.
Yeah, sure.
Playing hard to get. Mm-hmm. But finally at the end, I was like, what is it's a grocery list? What are all these notes? Won't say a word. Hasn't said a word all show. Won't say anything.
Okay.
Mostly blank unless I can get him to.
Okay.
But I'm like, and then this is my biggest regret. Because you know when you like something's going on and you don't name it, like that's really all it is you just have to name it. Mm-hmm. And something's going on, so I'm naming it. That I feel good about. But he had like what looked like a razor phone, but it was a recorder. For sure.
Oh, no.
Because an audience member reported to me later after he left, like, oh, yeah, once you got off, he stopped his recorder.
What the fuck?
I know. So then that really makes me feel weird.
Yeah.
And it makes me feel, not to be exaggerative, but like violated. Like, what was that?
Yeah.
And I had it right here. It was like right here. I wanted it to be like, I should have, like, what I wish I said was like, and can you delete that recording of me?
Yeah.
Would have been great if I did that.
Oh, my
God.
God.
So much better if I did that.
Yeah.
But instead, I just tried to be like, what are you writing? What's this for?
Yeah.
I don't even remember what I said. It got laughs, but I'm like, I should have just said delete that.
Yeah.
But now he's like, what?
He probably just saves it for himself or something. He likes studying comedy. He's not going to do your jokes.
This is what I accuse an old 80-year-old man of doing my jokes.
I mean,
but yeah, no, nobody, I mean, they don't lock phones up at my show. I don't even put my own stuff out.
Dave Chappelle. Yeah.
I know. People were saying like they were cutting through those yonder bags.
Oh, they were?
Yeah.
Oh, hilarious.
I guess you can. I'm like, just go out and get the magnet. And
yeah.
I had a couple shows when Ellen DeGeneres came back for that try again moment.
Yes, sure.
And people were recording it and putting the whole transcript online.
Oh.
But I think she has a lot of people that don't like her. So
yeah. Yeah. She might have.
So they were putting
laid
the
that
whole
road
thing
for
out.
herself. It's nuts. I went to England. My mom did this thing where she kind of toured the UK and like was working with teachers because she's an English professor working, with the whole language and things like that. And so my dad and I got to go for a month along with her.
Oh, that's cool.
And we went to the Cotswolds, and it was like, what is this lovely cottage area? It's beautiful. And it was just like this cute little places, a series of villages. And now that's where all the rich Americans have moved. That's where she moved. That's where you name it. And I just wonder how much they have fucked up pub culture, how much they've screwed up like the roads, driving their Range Rovers around and shit and just taking selfies in front of, the big shaggy cows and stuff. And you're like, what the fuck? Like, let them have their villages, man. Like,
those are the times where I just, when I wish I could telepathically say something to her. Like,
yeah.
Like, just give me some of your money.
Give me some money.
Like, you won't even know it's
Ellen.
Like, if she transferred
break off a little chunk,
50 grand to me, she would not know it was missing.
She doesn't. She has like 50 grand in her couch, like
100%.
just golden doubloons from a Spanish Armada that she just bought in an auction,
and I'll sell them.
Yeah,
nothing. Those are the times where you're just like, when you're in proximity to that much wealth. You're like, what if you just gave me a little? Also, I did do some work for her, and you know, was not compensated. So it's one of those things where I'm like,
what? You wrote some shit?
Give me a little money. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I was sort of going to be compensated in the sense that I was going to open on the tour when she came back because.
Oh.
But then, long story short, she just kept cutting my time. It was always through someone else. Yeah. And like, then it was like, and you need to be clean and you need to like just.
Yeah.
And then probably to the point where it's like,
whittling you down to
me
nothing.
To quit or something. And then last minute before the tour was going to happen was like, oh, we're just going to take the warm-up guy from the show. And I'm like, okay. And that's when I wanted to be like,
yeah, give me some money.
Because I was going to get that money for opening, but then I was fired from the tour.
Ugh, that's so, I fucking hate the dangle.
I know.
If you stick it out, we'll see. And that's what every company is doing to the working American and I'm sure worldwide these days, where it's like, you just stay a little longer.
Or just do more. Like there's so much more. It's like, the funny thing is they've made us think that we have to do so many jobs now as stand-up comics. And the young people are like, yeah, just learn Final Cut Pro, tape yourself, put out clips, do this. And then and of course I want to go, well, no, because I don't want to do that because my job is to show up and entertain. And they're like, their perspective, like, well, you're lazy. And it's like, no, you're giving away yourself for pennies.
Yeah.
Or for no pay at all. And it's like, you're never going to convince them of that.
Yeah.
You're just working for free, basically.
Yeah, it's
and that's not okay.
It's crazy how we've all kind of on 1,000 levels gone for the okie doke.
Yeah,
it's just worse than it's ever been.
I think in every industry, everything is. I don't.
Yeah, it's funny. I was talking to my therapist about that today. About like we're going to do some renovations on the house, and like I was just like, this economy is just going to get worse and worse because of this stupid fucking illegal war. Getting political. But it's like she's like, yeah, but you're paying people, you're giving people work. So this is a good thing. It's like all this stuff you're worried about, it's 500 billionaires making money off their money. You can't control them. And I'm like, yeah, you're fucking right.
We can't.
I'm just going to live my fucking life.
I want to telepathically tell them, just pay your workers more. Just pay everybody a little more. What's going on? There's so much money.
I'm just wondering when there are going to be more, and I'm definitely going to get murdered for this, but when there are going to be more, like we've had Luigi and other people like that, when there'd be like more of those trained motherfuckers that can slip in. Like I had like a thing where I have anybody who's a teacher or like a first responder or they're veteran. I'm going to DM me and I'll put you on my list because we all get lists for these shows and I don't know anyone in Richmond or wherever. Yeah. And I was in Raleigh and I remember I was doing some bit about being like, I was like, yeah, I'm special forces. So I'm the guy you'd never guess, you know, I don't look tough at all, you know, and I'm a muffin top Colossus, but I'll show up and I can kill a man very easily. You never know it. Just making shit up. Right. And this is a true story. I went backstage. Have you been to Good Nights?
Yeah.
Good Nights, of course.
But
this is an old Good Nights. This is old Good Nights.
Yeah.
No, they had like this little thing.
It's a cubbyhole.
They had like a little, kind of a little event space with like a pool table or something. Oh. But there's one door in, one door out, and there's a guy there. And we go down there, and there's a dude down there. And he looked like a young Magnum PI. And he had a hat on and a mustache. He had a Hawaiian shirt on. And they're like, how'd you get down here? And he just kind of laughed. And he's like, I actually am SF. I'm like, what? He's like, I'm special forces. And I started just drinking with this guy. And he started telling me all these hilarious stories about missions he was on. Like nothing too crazy, but just like, yeah, they had me on a jet ski and I'm supposed to keep this gun concealed under my swim trunks because I'm watching this guy on the beach. And I'm like, what? Yeah. And he's like, you know, we were supposed to watch this guy. It's about 5 of us. They said, you know, just blend in. Don't have more than 2 beers. We had way more than 2 beers. Anyway, just shit like that where you're like, what the fuck?
I know. Who are you watching? Also, part of me is like, I don't know. Do I believe him? What if he just wanted to hang with you?
I don't know. I believe him.
Okay. Because I've had plenty of times where we're like, I remember one time leaving Littlefield in Brooklyn, and a bunch of friends came out because I don't live there. And afterwards I was like, okay, let's go get to this bar and I'll order some pizza. We're all hanging, talking. And eventually, like at the end of the night, they're like, wait, how did you know that guy? And I go, oh, I thought he was your friend. She's like, no, I thought he was your friend. Just a guy from the show joined us and I bought him pizza.
He's just espionage. He's a spy. He's just a friendship spy.
We're going to pizza.
He doesn't want real engagements with people where like we have to stay in touch. I just want a night.
Yeah,
just hanging out with fun people. Then I'm gone.
He got it.
That's cool. I think that's fine.
He wasn't bad.
That's okay. You know.
Yeah, I don't know if don't remember him adding a ton, but I think that's how you stay incognito.
That's it. When you're not just, it's all about me. No, it's my turn to talk. You kind of just don't care and let everyone else just blab and you just
in front of everybody.
Enjoy the
how
ambiance.
How do you know Beth?
Huh?
I'll be right back. I'm going to go to the
Smoke
bathroom.
bomb. That'd be amazing.
So you do believe he was special forces?
Yeah. I mean, there are those guys you meet and they kind of, they have this like almost secret athleticism. Like there was a guy that waited tables with another friend of mine and he worked at High Tops in Chicago. And
that's a gay bar here.
It is a gay bar here. No,
not there.
Not there. It's just another fucking packed bar full of red-faced whites outside of Wrigley. And
High Tops. Okay.
Yeah. You know it. And he was literally a Navy SEAL. And I remember just being like, God damn it. You must be in such good shape. And he's like, it's not all that hard. And I was like, what? And he's just one of those guys who's just born athletic and was athletic his whole life and definitely worked out and did all the stuff. And one of those guys who could just run forever and it doesn't mean anything to him, like a horse or some shit. And he's just like, I just think some people have that thing genetically. And if they work on it, then great.
Yeah.
But he was like just a dude that just randomly hooked up with girls and was like, didn't really have any ambition, whatever. But like when I found I was a Navy SEAL, I was like, what? Mike? I mean, he's slim, but
I'm trying to think if I've ever really, maybe there's a few of maybe one of my Chicago brother or one of my best friends Chicago. What am I trying to say? One of my best friend from Chicago, her brother, I think was like pretty high up in that.
One of that, yeah.
I guess you think it's more than it is, maybe.
Well, it's just I've never you don't really meet aggro military people.
No,
they're so typically zen and chill.
I did have one run-in. Maybe did you play Dr. Grins or have you? In Grand Rapids.
A while back, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't do it anymore, but it's because like for a lot of reasons.
It's a weird area.
Yeah, it's weird. It's the top of the Bob, which is like a 3-story entertainment.
Yep.
Stop.
Yeah. Why is it called the Bob?
Restaurant. The BOB. It's
I forgot
an
it's
acronym
called that.
for something.
Yes, it is.
Bar on bar.
Maybe. Okay, that sounds right.
Well, yeah, obviously the staff, it's like, nothing against them.
No.
But it's the people and they're so drunk and it's kind of more conservative. And a lot of I remain like, a liberal feminist cunt wherever I am.
Sure.
But there are some hours that are more cunty and more liberal and feminist. And this one in particular, I think was probably, I was talking about women's right to choose and.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Yeah. And
good for you.
Some guy was basically like telling me to take my top off.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Talking about abortion? We see your tits.
Yeah. And it was like, it reminds me of foreplay.
Even sounds like a real Christian.
And he was like a huge army guy or something. And then said that, anyway, I was not selling merch at the time that I recall. Or no, maybe I was. Sorry, this is a terrible story.
It's fine.
The point is I'm standing there as people were leaving. Somebody throws like a napkin at me, which is harmless, but you're just like,
don't throw things.
What?
Don't throw things.
Yes, somebody throws a napkin at me. Irritating.
Yeah.
Then I go to the green room and the manager, probably 12 years old. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
who knows?
right.
He's like, hey, that guy from the army wants to talk to you. He wants to apologize. And I go, no. Why would I be alone with that guy?
No.
Why would I go see the man that's like this big and huge, who's hammered, who said, show me your tits, and it now wants to apologize?
Yeah.
No.
Whoa.
I'll just say thanks for the apology from you. Let's go ahead and pass that on.
Yeah.
And he wasn't like pushy or something, but he was like shocked. Like he really wants to talk to you. And I'm like, the answer's no.
What the fuck?
I'm not talking to this guy.
There is that mentality, and he's young. So he probably was just like, you want to keep every fan you have. Now it's all about what your ground game.
It's the same thing about unsolicited comments online. They're like, not funny. It's like, cool. Sounds like you don't like me.
Yeah, great. Blocked
and
or
it's
go
like,
away.
Don't you can't take criticism. It's like, well, criticism would mean that I cared, or that person was skilled, or had a talent, or I trusted what they had, their opinion on something. That would be a critic that I would listen to potentially. You're a random person, and if you don't like it, that's okay.
And you can't just give people. I mean, just when you shoot a negative thing, it's over.
They literally think that I want them, or that I need everybody to like me, and I would argue that it's best not that everybody likes you.
There's that boomer mentality where they think the entire internet is their television to yell at.
Yeah.
In real time, and for the people to hear, they're yelling.
This is not for me.
Where it's just like, just turn the channel.
Okay, Caesar.
Grandpa, great. You don't have to.
I'm going to continue to live even if you don't like
it. Yeah. And
unbelievable.
Even though I'm sure you're being a liberal C word or whatever, but I'm sure you're also making it funny.
Well, that's
where it's
goal.
That's how you do it. Yeah. We're not up on this fucking soapbox being you're idiots.
Usually it's also something I care about or has affected my life or I've lived.
Right.
So that's why it's important for me to talk about it.
Yeah. And it's so polarized. What, Dana Gould got a beer bottle thrown at him in Portland, Oregon?
Really?
Yeah. Well, because there are people that come in from the sticks. They're up, that kind of have a real, much less now.
Yeah.
But have a real, now that they can't afford the groceries, but a real chip on their shoulder about being we're not like that town.
Yeah.
It's wild. The amount of guys I talk to that God, I love Oregon. I don't like Portland. Love Oregon.
Interesting.
I'm why? Why? It's right there. It is of and made of Oregon. There's no part of it that isn't Oregon.
No.
No part of it,
That's interesting about, because
not the bearded lady at the farmer's market selling your fresh strawberries,
wearing a tiny hat,
sure.
tiny top hat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bobcat was at Goodnights. This had honestly 6 years ago. I haven't played it since, and then it moved. It sounds like.
Yeah, it moved. I think.
But he was there the weekend after me, and I will say when he told me a racially charged fight broke out at his show, it was interesting because I felt also tension. This was had to have been February of 2020, so they should not have booked me Valentine's Day. I was about to shoot my HBO special, which is called Girl Daddy, which has all the stuff I'm talking about in it.
Mm-hmm.
So Valentine's Day, come see me talk about.
I think you'd be a good Valentine's Day.
Now maybe
Sweet Beth.
I just played the Lodge on Valentine's Day.
Oh, that's great.
But it was 20th anniversary.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh.
So I saw Mark again.
Nice.
He asked me to do a talk back with the comics or something like that.
Oh, really? Yeah.
So I did it. Also, it was it was fun. It was cute.
Him and his wife came on stage and did a shot in Malort with me when I was there. And I'm just, you still? It's I remember, I follow Malort online, on Instagram and stuff, and they're like, if someone brings you a shot of Malort, you got to do it if you're in your 20s. It's this little thing.
That's cute.
It's that's nice.
So February I was there, did the Lodge. That was fun.
Yeah.
And then I went back in March because Adam, my boyfriend, has kids.
Or no, it wasn't because Mark's going to kill me. And I talked to him. It wasn't Mark. That was the time I did the Hideout. But that guy and his wife are even older than Mark. So not that Mark's that old, but those they're like gray hair and they're like boop. I was like, wow,
I was gonna say Mark would call
good for you
and leave me a message.
Smart Gary, right?
I did his podcast with I'm blanking on Brian. I feel bad, but I did their podcast. And
nice.
Half of it was going, do you know Matt Braunger? Do you know Emily DeGeneres? Do you know, it's just you I feel like you might know the guy who co-hosts with Geary, because he was mentioning people from your class.
Okay.
Like Jared and...
What you remember his name?
I feel terrible. I can't think of it right now.
Sorry. Yeah.
We probably Google it, but it's Mark.
I'm trying to think of people who live in Chicago. It's not like Adam. Well, it wouldn't be Adam Burke. Okay.
But I did see Adam. It was nice to see Adam.
Adam gets in the road in drunk conservative places.
Really?
He gets is so I hear we were slaves too, huh?
Isn't that the weird thing?
Like what?
The Irish slave thing? I'm like,
no.
Where is this coming from?
I've
gotten that in a couple of my DMs when I post anything about. An incredibly
indentured slave, servant or whatever, and the kids in the factories. It could be argued, but it's like, Nah, man.
I know. I'm like, why are people so adverse?
If you got on the boat of your own volition,
I know,
you weren't a slave. You were like, I want to go there.
Yeah.
The first group wasn't like, I want to go.
God, what is up with that? Anyway.
Yeah.
But anywho, yes, it was mostly just them asking who I knew from your class.
Funny. That's so funny because it's like there's always this new group.
I know. It's hard to remember.
Group now.
I know. It's amazing. And I'm like, well, I've been running an open mic at UCB in their little annex space. So I do get to see young comics.
That's great.
A comic came last night and she's waited to talk to me after the mic ended because it's a punch up open mic. So like they go up for like 3 minutes and then I punch them up and then, but she brought her dad.
Oh, fun.
She was like, this is my dad.
Wait, so you do Bring Back to Life Tony?
Yes. Kill phony.
You restore Tony?
Yes.
It's
Birth Beth.
It's urgent care Tony.
Yeah. No, it is my opposite, Kill Tony.
Nurture Tony.
Because Morgan Murphy asked to do it with me yesterday. Like I've had a couple of guest punch-uppers with me.
That's great. Oh, she'd be great too.
And she at one point did say that. She's like, this is so sweet. She's like, this is like the opposite of Kill Tony.
Do you know I've done Kill Tony so many times back before it got like
really
famous and so many times because I was a comic. I'm a comedy store guy.
Yeah.
And like, I knew Tony back then and stuff and I would do it and I sucked because I would bring the energy like this because I gave real constructive criticism. Yeah. I'd be like, relax, quit shaking. Don't worry about it. I'm not going to shit on you. And then Tony would say, and I'd shit on Tony. I'd shit on whoever the other guest is. I'd make fun of people, but in a fun way.
Yeah.
But it's not, you could see the crowd being like, hey, wait a minute.
I know. I've never been a roaster. I'm not a roaster. It's definitely a skill that I respect.
Oh, it's incredible. Yeah.
But in some ways, like, because sometimes, I remember always stay with me was Natasha Leggero's roast of Bieber.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
and like, crushed. I don't want to be I remember being at Moon Tower with Robin Tran and Robin was like, we're in Austin.
Yeah.
And she shat on Rogan. She shat on Rogan before anyone, all those guys. And she's like, I'm going back to the hotel. Are you going back? And I'm like, I'll go with you.
Yeah.
Let me walk you home.
Yeah.
But I was like, A, I'm honored to walk any woman anywhere, especially a trans woman.
Yeah.
B, now she won't roast me. Like she comes up with shit that you're like, I've only said that in my heart of hearts. How did she see into the self-doubt within me and find,
I know that's the hardest part but that's actually my least favorite part about watching like non-famous people roast because it literally will just be someone being like, remember when your dad choked on his own vomit from a drug overdose? And it's like, how did you find that out? This is like, I found him when I was 6.
That's my Wikipedia?
Yeah, I know. You're just like, that's just sick.
Yeah.
And then it'll just be like, you got raped. And then like, that's the end of the joke. And we're like, what? Why would you say that? It's just horrific
it's so
facts.
It's
horrific
so true.
Facts about people's
it's so
life.
True. Non-famous roasting is so mean. It's so
sick.
Heartless.
I watch from the back of the room.
It literally is. It's fucking dog fighting.
Yeah.
It's two pit bulls in a fucking barrel.
I have no interest in watching it.
Oh God. Yeah, it's so.
But when you sign up and it's Bieber and he's trying to get in good graces again or whatever, Rob Lowe and
When
the Trump one was disgusting because Trump is so nasty.
Oh, so nasty. Well, for some reason I was remembering
that one wasn't even good.
Pete Davidson's Ludacris is here. You know him from your mom's copy of Now That's What I Call Music. And I mean, like that's such a good burn for a rapper. You're so over.
Oh my God. Nikki's joke was great about Bert Kreischer. So she's like, Bert, I love your joke.
Nate, I saw a roast with Nate Craig and I'm forgetting the guy's name, but kind of a guy like he's just around, one of those guys like not really going anywhere. Yeah. And Craig was like, why don't we just call you Permanent Feature? And it was like one of those burns that only comics would get. A feature is the middle act. So you have the host, you have the feature that does 20 to 30, and you have the headliner that does 45 to an hour.
And their pay hasn't changed in over 15 years.
It's 20 years. Shameless comedy clubs. But yeah.
But that's another part of it too, of my the sadness and the gripes is like, they really, it's now on us, not only to like promote, instead of like coming to do radio and they do promo. It's like, oh, who's your marketing team? I was like, I don't have one.
Yeah,
what do you mean? You know, they expect you to pay for ads. And then I'm not saying they expect you to pay the features, but I end up adding money to their thing because I'm like their
what
thing,
are you making?
Their wallet.
Well, yeah.
But yeah, it sucks.
Yeah, it's no good. It's no good.
It's like, that's another thing where I'm just like, the clubs aren't so hard for cash that they can't.
No, like you had
pay the features
you had
properly.
a TikTok star last weekend that sold out every show. You added a Sunday matinee. Yes. Take a chunk of that and give it
to the feature.
You know, just like Ellen needs to take a little chunk and give some to you, and maybe some to me. Why not Ellen?
Ellen, if you're listening, and I know you are, please send me money.
Okay.
My Venmo is at Beth-Stelling.
I've been in the Cotswolds in the 90s.
I'm going to get a bunch of requests for money tomorrow. Or whenever it goes
you get one from a request from her. It's a picture of her on a farm. Is there anything you want to promote before we go?
Oh my God. I want to promote being on time. I was 7 minutes late and I still feel bad.
Nobody gives a shit.
I'm really sorry.
It's fine.
I'm on tour, BethStelling.com. I actually just got bumped by a famous person for one of my weekends. So
I love that.
Yeah. I can't wait to find out who it is. Watch it be like a friend.
Is it like Lorraine? She wants to work on some material. She sold out every theater in the continental United States. So she wants to go play.
Yep. Just finding all my weekends and bumping me.
She wants to play Go Bananas.
It's a sick move, actually. If you dislike someone and you just started fucking with their life. I mean, I would never. I'm just saying.
No, but
somebody was
amazing.
After me.
You just I just keep it as an avail.
Yeah.
Just fucking wipe out all her weekends. Insane.
I don't know. I just want to be in Rochester August 27th. Is that okay? That's my impression of Ellen.
Nice.
Coming from my Rochester weekend.
Go see Beth. Beth, thanks for being on the show.
Thank you for having
fun.
me.
You got it.